We are going to make a super classy, super elegant Valentine's wreath on an oval grapevine base using all kinds of goodies from our friends at TMI Gifts. So let me show you some of the supplies we'll be using. We've got a 24-inch oval grapevine. We'll be using a couple of different kinds of red and pink floral bushes. These super cute velvet heart picks. You guys, the focal point, 2 velvet hearts, red and pink. And then we've got some really elegant ribbon, you guys. Look how stinking cute that is. I'm going to spin the camera around so you can see exactly what we're doing. Go ahead and plug in your glue gun, grab a good pair of scissors, and let's dive in. So here's our 24-inch grapevine. The first thing we need to do is clean it up. So we'll take a couple of minutes and just trim off these excess bits that are wanting to come off of the grapevine. So we're actually going to place our 2 velvety hearts right in the center of our grapevine, but I want to connect them first. So we're going to pop off the red bow and we're going to connect them together. But I want some more stability besides just some hot glue. So you guys, here's a pro tip. This is a leftover stem from a floral bush. I'm going to cut off about a 4-inch piece. And we're going to use that to help us stabilize our hearts. So we're going to add a dollop of hot glue right where that bow was. And we're going to poke this wire stem right down into that spot. I'm going to take my scissors and make the tiniest of holes at the bottom of my pink heart. I'm going to add some hot glue there as well. And I'm actually going to make a line here. And then we're going to shove that floral wire stem right in there, just like that. I'm going to hold that together for about 10 seconds to give it good time to grab, and then we're going to set it off to the side to dry. Let's go ahead and break down our bushes. Now I've just grabbed my large snips, and I'm going to trim off each of those stems from all 4 of my floral bushes. Where's everyone watching from today? Make sure you say hello when you're hopping on. Before we add our florals, let's walk through what we'll be doing afterwards. Our 2 hearts that we've glued together will be coming down the center, and we're going to add a super cute, elegant bow in the upper left-hand corner at about 11 o'clock with some long tails that will cascade down the left-hand side. So the first thing we need to do is anchor all of our pieces in. They're essentially the same length, and they're pretty long, which is exactly what we want. We want this to be a nice, full wreath. And basically what I'm going to do, folks, is just alternate my way around, going clockwise so that the flow is going in the same direction with all of my florals. And you want to make sure that you're staggering them on the outside, the middle, and the inside, so you've got a nice, beautiful flow. And what we're going to do is add a bit of hot glue and just anchor it down into our grapevine. And we've got twice as many stems of the red than we do of the pink. So I'll be adding 2 red and 1 pink and going back and forth all the way around our grapevine. So we're going to add an inch or so bead of hot glue on that stem, come into our wreath and anchor that in. Remember to fluff out those stems as you go so they're nice and full. So adding that bead of glue. Anchoring that down in and moving on to the next. Okay, so we've got the majority of our floral stems in. I've reserved a few in case we've got some filler spots later. At this point, our crushed velvet hearts should be nice and dry and we can get those added in. We're actually going to use this super cute ribbon to secure our heart stack onto our wreath. I just snipped that in half. I'm going to come right through the wreath here. Lift up those florals delicately, they're still drying. And we're just going to glue those bits together. We're also going to anchor the tip of that heart down right here onto our wreath, just to help it be nice and snug. So I've grabbed my scissors and a 6-inch zip tie that we'll be using to secure our bow. Let's take a look at this ribbon. You guys, look at this 2.5-inch wide, bright pink with gold metallic edging and pattern. We've got our 1.5-inch wide, super stiff red velvet. And this super cute fuzzy gold, metallic-y gold. How stunning are those going to be together? So remember, if our wreath were a clock, we'll be placing our bow in the 11 o'clock area with some long tails on the left-hand side. So I always like to make my tails longer than what I think I'm going to need. You can always trim some off, but you can't put any back on. So I'm going to make a 28-inch tail. I'm going to pinch that ribbon between my fingers and give it a heart twist. We always want that ribbon to be pretty side out. And then I'm making about a 6-inch loop. We'll make a second 6-inch loop. A third, and our last 6-inch loop. So I'm just marrying those up against each other to make sure they are approximately the same length. They are. And then I'm going to cut a short 6-inch tail. Here's layer number 1. Next up, we'll do our gold. Same thing. Long tail. We're going to make that about the same length as the previous long tail. We're going to make 2 loops with this. And those will be about 4-inch loops. And a short tail. And then last but not least, we'll come in with our red velvet. First, we're going to make a set of tails. This is a little bit different. They are long. So you can see I've got 2 long tails here, okay? Trust the process. Then we're going to do 1 more long tail. Hard twist, we're going to make 2 4-inch loops. That's a nice stiff ribbon. Can be trickier to work with, but makes a far better bow. And then 1 more short tail. Now we're going to take that 6-inch zip tie and secure our bow. So we're just going to wrap that right around our bow stack, anchoring it down in the back. So I've cinched my zip tie down about 80% of the way, and then I stopped, guys. I'm going to grab an 18-gauge floral wire stem that we'll use to anchor our bow down into our wreath. So I'm going to run that floral wire stem right into that zip tie, and then I'll finish cinching it down tight, tight, tight. And then we'll trim off that excess bit of zip tie. I like to just give those floral wire stems a couple of twists to make sure it doesn't slide out. And then I kind of form it into a U, if you can see that, which helps me to anchor that down in to our wreath. So I'm just going to pull all of my long tails in one direction and my short tails in another. All right, let's get our bow anchored down in. It's not going to be pretty, guys, not until we're done. And so remember, I'm wanting to put that about, between 10 and 11, wherever you've got a good anchoring point. And we're running that right through the grapevine, not around, but through. And we're going to come through to the back side. Don't worry about your florals, guys. We can fix those. Give those floral wire stems a couple of tight twists. And then you're going to trim off those excess bits with your cutters. And then we'll grab our needle nose pliers and curl them back into the wreath. We don't want those to scratch our customer's door. And then we'll flip the wreath back over. We can work on our bow. So I'm going to twist it so it's at the angle that I like. We're going to move those florals out of the way a little bit. They got squished, and that's okay. They're forgiving. We're going to have all of those long tails coming down and the short tails going up. Trust the process, folks. Then we're going to open up those loops. So I'm just opening them into an X pattern. I like to start in the back. And then move closer to the front. Just like that. And really open those loops up. We're going to dovetail the ends of our ribbon tails to make that pretty V. And so you'll just take your ribbon tail, fold it in half on itself. On the folded side, come down about 1 inch and cut up diagonally to the corner, which is going to give you that nice pretty V, also known as a dovetail. So for the longer tails on our velvet, folks, I'm just going to curl those ends under for a nice, elegant finish. So I'm going to fold them 1, 2, and 3 to make sure it doesn't come undone, which gives it that really pretty finish. And remember, we created some extra tails with our velvet. And then I like to run my fingers over those velvet pieces and just kind of give them a loose curl with my hands for some whimsy, and you'll see what I mean here in a bit. So just a nice, loose, elevated curl. 2.5 inch strip. Give it just a little bit of a curl. Now remember, we also had our super cute velvet heart picks. We need to get those added in, so we're going to take our small snips and break these guys down one at a time, leaving yourself as much of a stem as you can to anchor them down in. Okay, so before we get these anchored in, anytime I've got an embellishment like this that's on a foam base, I always like to give those a tug and just make sure that they're nice and secure on that stem. We don't want that to pop off on our or our customer's door. If they're ever not, you would just add a dollop of hot glue at the end of that floral wire and just slide it back on. It's going to keep it nice and secure. TMI Gifts always does a good job of giving us quality materials, so not finding any issue with that today. All right, we've got our pile of velvet hearts. And now we're just going to sprinkle them throughout. And remember, these are on a wire stem, guys, so you don't have to keep them flat. I actually like to bend them at about a 90-degree angle. And just like our florals, run a little bit of hot glue right there on that stem and nestle them down into the grapevine. So I'm just going to intermix them here and sprinkle them about every 4 to 6 inches all the way around. Make sure you reserve one for the center of your bow. All right, I've trimmed off those ends from our double heart. We've tucked in all of those cute little hearts, and this beauty is finished. Let's take a look at it. Here's a pro tip for you. All of your cute little velvet embellishments like to pick up lint, so just take a tape roller and run that over your velvet embellishments and they'll be good as new.